And we start tonight with a tragic story. Could more have been done to save a Lincolnshire 2-year-old boy who spent the last few days of his life alone, starving and in all likelihood absolutely petrified?
Little Bronson Battersby was found dead alongside his father, who tragically died at their home in Skegness of a heart attack.
Well, the family was known to social services. His social worker called, but no one answered. The police were called, but didn't visit. Until, of course, it was too late. Tonight, Lincolnshire Police has reported itself to the police watchdog, and a rapid case review is now being carried out by social services. Amelia Beckett has the story.
Beside a child's toy, now flowers tell of the tragedy which took place here. In this house, just yards from Skegness seafront, 2-year-old Bronson Battersby is thought to have died after his father suffered a heart attack, and he had no way to eat or drink. They are details neighbours today could hardly comprehend.
It does affect you badly, and it's tragic that it should happen to such a small child. It's tragic anybody should end up like that, but it certainly will, it's affecting me, and it certainly will affect the other people in the community, you know.
It's understood Bronson was known to Children's Services, who last contacted his father Kenneth on the 27th of December to arrange a visit.
Then a social worker arrived here on the 2nd of January but got no response. They alerted police and returned on the 4th of January, but again were unable to gain access. It wasn't until the 9th of January that they were able to enter the property after being let in by the landlord. It was then that the two bodies were found, a whole week after they first tried to enter the property.
Now, Lincolnshire County Council has launched a rapid review into the case.
So this is a really tragic incident. You know, Kenneth's had a heart attack and died and been unable to then provide care. But to be clear, social workers are not allowed to force entry into properties. That would be unlawful, so that wouldn't be something that we can do. We would contact the police.
But the town's MP says it should never have happened.
What could social services have done differently is important. What could the police have done differently is important. But this is also a story about communities. It's a story about checking in on people's neighbours and making sure that we know when people are okay. Because this is a 2-year-old. This is someone that obviously there is no excuse for what's happened.
And it's a story which has crossed the political divide, with the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer paying tribute today in Prime Minister's questions.
Mr. Speaker, I can't let today pass without saying how saddened I was by the tragic death of Bronson Battersby, aged just 2, who died in heartbreaking circumstances in Skegness. I know that this House will join me in sending our deepest sympathies to his family.
Lincolnshire Police say they've now referred themselves to the police watchdog, while tonight the ripples of this tragic story continue to spread across this seaside town.
Well, let's go to Skegness now and join Amelia Beckett. Amelia, is there any indication of what the next steps in these investigations will actually involve?
Well, we understand that all the organisations who were involved with this case will now share information to firstly try and establish all of the details here, but also if there are any lessons to be learned. We understand that the social worker involved hasn't been suspended but is taking some leave following this traumatic case. Lincolnshire Police told us it would be inappropriate for them to comment any further while this review is ongoing. And tonight, the local MP, Matt Warman, who you heard from in my piece, has urged that this rapid review is just that and takes place as quickly as possible.
Terribly upsetting story. Amelia, live in Skegness. Thank you.